Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Man in the Wild. Uh, Sitting here looking at this death of the Mars rover. Um, that the rover in and of itself has so many questions. You know, the space exploration adds even more questions. So yeah, we just gonna get into this and get to the bottom of this shit together, man.
After 15 years in NASA's history-making rover missions has come to an end. The space
Of course, as it starts, you know, they have to shout out their numbers, and when they're consistent, with certain shit, you kind of got to know that it's a design. It's a design, it's a plan, it's a reason why they do this shit, you know. And I tell you what, man, giggling ass Jerry Rice gave that shit away when it comes to that 6-9 combo because 9 and 6 are the same shit, you know. So yeah, man, take that and really peep that. And once you peep that, you can't unpeep it, And then as you see the shit, as it unfolds in your face, you know, you should understand what to stay away from, what to take from, and all of that.
agency credits the opportunity Rover for changing our understanding of Mars. RT's Trinity Chavez has more on this story.
Well, it's time to say goodbye to NASA's longest-running rover. The space agency declared its
Hold
opportunity.
on, you had to do that shit with your hands to say goodbye, right?
Time to say goodbye to NASA's
Of course you got to say goodbye to NASA's Mars rover. Oh man, because it's like, and then when you look at, hold on, where I go, and then when you look at, this Mars rover, it's like, is that a CGI picture, or is that really the Mars rover, right? And then it comes again, who the fuck or what the fuck is taking that picture, you know? Like these questions really can't get answered, without saying some dumb shit.
space agency declared its Opportunity Mars rover dead more than 8 months after the solar-powered robot went silent during a raging dust storm on the red planet.
See, it says it went silent, right? It went silent. Who the fuck was talking to it? Who was able to listen to it? Because I know that, NASA's, technology may be, a little bit better than the cell service we get. But shit, we go in the fucking tunnel and we lose service. If we're around too many trees or some shit, we'll lose service. Too thick of a wall, we lose service. So it's like, because like go deep into a store, you're not going to be able to talk to anybody, right? But yet and still, we got this robot, what I'm saying, on another fucking planet, and you can communicate with it. What was it, shitting out satellites on the way there or some shit? And if it did, how the fuck did they stay in place in orbit? Because ain't nothing pulling it there and that, so it's just like there. Like it's like the shit don't make fucking sense, as to how or they get it there, how they talk to it, and how they make it move, and all of that type of shit. So, you know, stop stop letting it make sense just because they tell you that it should make sense. You know, cause man,
What we were able to do with Spirit and Opportunity was true geologic exploration.
yo, and whenever you hear somebody like this talk about some shit like this, true geological exploration, talking about basically it's a great accomplishment for mankind type shit, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. This person is a deceiver. He knows ain't no fucking robot on no fucking Mars. He knows ain't even no damn Mars. But yet and still, they're gonna sit there and give it to you, right? And let you eat this shit up. Because when you eat up deception, when you eat up bullshit, it makes you dumb. You know, and believing in the ball earth, man, that's like the first fucking step to this shit, really. You see that's on they pillars, right? On the Freemason pillars and shit, you see it's them balls for that ball earth shit. You know, because as it stands, man, if you can get people to believe we on a spinning ball, a spinning water ball, man, you can get them to believe anything.
The surface of another planet for the first time.
Opportunity landed on Mars in January 2004, shortly after its twin.
Like, is that CGI? You know, is that CGI? Because I don't see any type of, you look around, you don't see any type of statins that it's a picture, you know, or where it's at, you know, anything. So it's trying to tell you that that's a real image. You know? What kind of parachute is that? Yo, who's taking this? Who's recording this?
Spirit. Together, the pair were a part of NASA's Mars exploration rover program. However, the Spirit got stuck in soil in 2009 and was declared dead in 2011. Now, after roaming the red planet for approximately 5,515 Earth days, just about 15 years.
Yo, I know they're not saying that that's a real video, right? Like, this shit is zooming up on shit. Like, the rover is getting zoomed upon.
In 2011. Now, after roaming the red planet for approximately 5,515 Earth days, just about 15 years, on Wednesday, NASA announced that its Opportunity rover mission complete and its life officially over.
A very severe global dust storm erupted on Mars back in late May.
So this here is a project manager, yo. Again, when you see these people talk, right, about some shit like this being real, it's like, man, this is what a fucking liar looks like. Right? If you ever want to try to figure out, you know, who tells the truth, who's lying to you, all that type of shit, just know when you see somebody like this talking, you know that that's a liar. You know, so that's a good, you know, foundation to lay. You know, just like Buddy earlier, you know. And you got to know that you're being deceived with this ball Earth planet shit. You know, space travel shit. You got to know.
Of 2018, last year. And we got notice about it right away. But the storm grew in severity so quickly, there was nothing.
And he's talking about a fucking storm on the planet too. So it's like the amount of details that they'll give you about the bullshit. That shit is amazing to me. You know, because it's never fucking ending. You know? You're talking about a fake ass fucking storm on a fake ass fucking planet that had a fake ass fucking robot on it. Coming from your fake ass space program. Like, come the fuck on, man.
They could do, and it darkened the skies over the rover site, and it being a solar-powered rover, that it shut down, and we lost communication with it back in June 10th.
Like I said, lost communication with it. How the fuck? Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, right, that this shit really did happen. There really is a planet called Mars, and, you know, there you have it, right? So how the fuck can you communicate with this shit? How? What kind of service do you have to have, right? So then if they do have this type of technology, why the fuck ain't it halfway, even a quarter trickled down to us? You know? Because it's some bullshit. You know, 100%.
And we haven't heard from the rover since then.
3, 2, main engine start.
It was on July 7th, 2003, Opportunity rover departed Earth on its way to the red planet.
A chance to explore and unlock the secrets of our neighboring planet.
Despite the six-wheeled vehicle that was built to operate for just 3 months and only able to travel about 1,000 meters, the robot clocked up more than 28 miles over a time span of 15 years.
It was designed to operate for...
So hold on, 28 miles over 15 years. Little shit like that. Like, yo, the details that these motherfuckers give on some bullshit is hilarious, yo. Please see this shit as entertainment and don't take this shit seriously, man. And again, you want to see what a deceiver looks like? You know, you want to know what somebody looks like when they lying to you? You know, and they love that shit? Peep that one.
3 months, and it went for 14 years, this particular rover. And so it's traversed a lot farther than it was supposed to. It's studied a lot more different areas, and it's made some significant discoveries, including evidence of liquid water once having been on the surface of Mars.
Meanwhile, in other Mars news, researchers believe that there has to have been significant volcanic activity on Mars. Last year, scientists found that there might be liquid water below the planet's southern polar ice cap. Now, two researchers from the planet...
Like, yo, are we, like, is this supposed to be Mars, yo? Like, really? Really? I mean, you see NASA got the NASA shit on there. So you letting us know that it's y'all shit, right?
Laboratory at the University of Arizona are responding to this claim, and they argue that if
Who the fuck is filming the helicopter, though? Like, I thought the Mars rover was supposed to be on the ground. You know, it could only travel 28 miles in 15 years. So how the fuck we got a helicopter little doodad up there, but then something zooming away from that shit? Like, yo. See, and it's like, you know that this has to be CGI. This can't be real, right? So if this is all they're giving us, is CGI, 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 you know, and then they'll give you a couple little faded ass pictures of some red shit, you know, like it's straight adjusting through the studio. And like, and everybody is okay with that. It's like, yo, how the fuck can't you question this shit? Like, this really is some bullshit.
Water did exist, it would require an underground source of heat to become liquid.
One of the theories is, well, there must be a lot of salt in the water, but they calculated how much salt there might be. And
yo, are you hearing the details of the bullshit? Like I said, keep hearing the details and knowing how far that they'll go, you know, to try to drive home their bullshit. This motherfucker's even talking about salt water on Mars.
Enough. And so the only other reasonable explanation is, well, the planet must be heated, you know, from the inside.
Yeah, I seen that shit. Yo, peep his face when he say reasonable explanation.
Is, well, the planet must be heated, you know, from the inside, similar to our Earth. And so that's significant because that means that, you know, the planet might have been more similar to Earth, maybe perhaps, you know, 3-4 billion years ago.
They argue the heat would likely result from subterranean volcanoes.
Enough. And so the only other reasonable explanation is, well, the planet must be heated, you know, from the inside.
Yeah, I did see.
Might be, and there wasn't enough. And so the only other reasonable explanation is...
Damn, he did it quick. But look at the face he makes, because that deception expert kind of, you know, got me hip to that. You know, with that lip bite and all that type of facial shit. So whenever he says reasonable explanation, you know, his face kind of shifts, you know, because he knows he's speaking some bullshit. You know, so if you're sitting here trying to give me details and an explanation about a bullshit ass trip to a bullshit ass planet, you know, it's like, man, it's what they look like. Straight deceivers. Stop believing these people.
But they calculated how much salt there might be, and there wasn't enough. And so the only other reasonable explanation is, well, the planet must be heated, you know, from the inside, similar to our Earth. And so that's significant because that means that, you know, the planet might have been more similar to Earth, maybe perhaps, you know, 3-4 billion years ago.
They argue the heat would likely result
3 or 4 billion years ago. It's like, and the funny thing about that is they go so far back. They go so far back with time that ain't no fucking way that anybody can what you want to call prove that shit, you know, or deny that shit, you know. That's kind of how the fuckery game works. You know, you paint some kind of pictures, you give a narrative, and you give your characters, right? You provide your characters to provide explanations whenever questions get asked about the bullshit. So there's no way for anybody, uncontrolled to speak on the shit. And when you control the whole fucking thing, you can write anything you want, say anything you want, do anything you want. So yeah, go ahead and end us with that as well, right? Because they never miss, So yeah, this Mars Rover, this Mars Rover bullshit, as entertaining as it was, it's confirmed.